What's up, fam? What's up, family? I know it's been a minute, Joe. What's going on, though? Um, like and subscribe if you ain't, subscribe to the channel. Hit the notifications just so you know it can be uploaded. When I upload videos. We got an 8 gamer today. Be safe out there. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to do a breakdown today, but I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna touch on a few things. I ain't gonna do my full breakdown. I'm just gonna touch on a few things. Um, let's see what we got here. Let me get the books up a little bit too, man. Get a little bit of the books up there. Let me get that set right there. Okay, let me move this over here a little bit. Yeah, so we got 8 gamer today. Talk about a little DFS, a little sports betting. Try to mix it up. Make sure you got Twitter. You gotta have Twitter, and you gotta be following at Fantasy Labs NBA, so you can get the news. That first game, I'm not gonna touch on that first game today, but Holiday will not. Should be playing today, so keep that in mind when you're betting. When you're betting on these games and stuff like that. Starting off with the first game right here, we got Washington and Boston. These two teams just played a few weeks ago, or maybe a week ago, whatever the case may be. Decent game. Jason Tatum ended up shitting, wetting the fucking bed, man. He just shit. So keep an eye on the injury situation with Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown might miss this game. He's been dealing with the knee soreness, and the last couple times when he popped up questionable with that knee soreness, he did not play. So keep that in mind. And the usual suspects are hurt. So it's not much more to talk about. Washington is on a back-to-back, so keep that in mind. Russell Westbrook damn near had a triple-double the last time I think he had like 13, 9, and 11 or something like that last time these two teams played. We know the upside that he possesses. Bradley had like 30. You know what? Let me see. He had like 35. I remember that game because Tatum just killed me. So Beal had 35 points, 35, 7, and 5 last time these two teams played. So 9,600 on Draftkings and on Fanduel, you'll get Bill for 9,600 as well. And if there's no Jaylen Brown, then he has a pretty juicy matchup. Not worried about Westbrook's matchup either. Kemba Walker should be playing. He's not a big time defensive guy either, and neither is Westbrook. He doesn't have that on-ball defense is suspect. He can jump the lane and stuff like that, but that on-ball defense is suspect. So I don't mind some Kemba Walker. Rui had 15 points last time these two teams played. I don't know if I'll be able to get there. And the other guys, it's just I just can't. Robert Williams, keep an eye out on him though. His minutes, he is productive, a high point per player, fantasy point per minute type of guy. He can come in and go crazy in X amount of minutes. So keep an eye out on him. His minutes has been ramping up, but he looks like he's trying to get it together. We know he can ramp it up. Tristan Thompson, it is what it is. In the event that Jaylen Brown happens to miss, you would expect Tatum to go crazy. He needs to go crazy. It should be a get right game for him. He just needs to bounce back, man. That's about it. The rest of these guys in DFS, I just can't get to them. The Teagues and all of that, all of them. I'm moving on over to Chicago Bulls game. My Chicago Bulls and Toronto. Shout out to Zach Levine. He's been playing well. He's an all-star this year. Pascal Siakam will be out through the all-star game, so you don't have to worry about that. So, and that's probably it. The usual suspects for both teams are still out. So, with Fred VanVleet, Kyle Lowry, and Norman Powell, you know what you're going to get for these guys. Norman Powell has been a bucket. He's been a bucket in most situations. He's just been tearing it up from the field. he's been a bucket. What can I say? He ain't afraid to shoot, and he's been efficient. 10 for 15, 6 for 11, 9 for 19, 3 for 11 right there against Philly. But before that, 10 for 19, 9 for 12, 4 for 7, so on and so forth. So the minutes are there. Nick Nurse's main guys, his minutes will always be there for them. Kyle Lowry sparked a triple-double. I loved him last game. He sparked a triple-double, 20, 11, and 10 against Houston. They went upside Houston here, 122 to 111. In the absence of Pascal Siakam, the usage is going to go up for the usual suspects. Chris Boucher did get the start last game, so looking forward to him to bounce back against my Chicago Bulls. He hit 26 fantasy points. He played 28 minutes. That's what we want to see. A nice amount of shot attempts. At least 10 shot attempts would be awesome. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't rule him out. I'm probably gonna have me some of him. So here we go. On the Bulls side of things, I'm gonna look at Zach Levine. I like the matchup for Zach Levine. I mean, I don't know who they're going to decide to put on him. If they're going to put an OG or anyone on him like that, but the rest of those guys, like I'm not a fond of the defensive Norman Powell, Fred V, and Kyle Lowry. They're midgets. The usage will be there for Zach Levine. He's taking anywhere from 16 to 21 to 14, 20, 28, 22, 25 shots. So he's going to take the shots, whatever he needs to take. You know what I'm saying? So there you have that. But anybody else on the Bulls, I just probably won't be able to get to him. Donovan has them playing well. Over to New York and Detroit. DeLon Wright still out. Mitchell Robinson, Elfrid Payton is questionable. I think he's close to doubtful, but that's something we have to keep an eye out on to see if he plays or not. In the event that him not playing, we'll get to that. Todd Gibson, he left yesterday's game. This is a back-to-back for the Knicks as well, so Todd Gibson left yesterday's game, so he's probably questionable. So we have to see what's up with that. He had a little discomfort. So in the event that Todd Gibson is having to miss, we got Nerlens Noel. Nerlens Noel, he played 40 minutes yesterday against Indiana. Still didn't do too much or nothing. He's a low usage player. He didn't take over 4 shots. That's not ideal, you know what I'm saying? But, he hasn't took over 7 shots in X amount of games, the last 10, 15 games. So, that's about what you get from him. If I was to play him, I'd probably look at Draftkings, Fanduel, because the defensive stats are a little bit elevated. You get 3 for steals and 3 for blocks. So this is a back-to-back, like I said. So Derrick Rose played 38 minutes yesterday. At 42 fantasy points, 17 and 11. Played pretty good. He's going up against Detroit, his old squad. If you're into the revenge narrative type of thing, then you have that. Julius Randle has just been playing outstanding basketball. He's 9,500 on DraftKings. I'd imagine he's similarly priced on FanDuel. Let's check it out. 8,900. So you'll save 600 if you go to him on FanDuel. I don't mind to play. Detroit is horrible defensively against bigs. So there you have that. And then in the event that Derrick Rose doesn't play, you can look at somebody like Quickly. Quickly is in a really, really decent spot. He only played 20 minutes, 13 minutes last game, but the game before against Sacramento, which is one of the worst defenses in the league, he played 20 minutes. He just went crazy. He scored 25 points in 20 minutes, real points. He's somebody who can put up some points in a hurry, and he likes to take his shot. So you can look at Quickly there. And then on the Detroit side of things, Jeremy Grant, he's like a tournament option for me. Tibbs got these boys over here playing good defense. I don't mind Mason Plumlee, but he is priced up. He's somebody who can get you rebounds and assists. You know what I'm saying? And points given the opportunity. Last game against Sacramento, he did get into foul trouble, so he would have smashed if he didn't get into foul trouble. He had 27 fantasy points. You'll get him for, I think, around 6,800, maybe 7K on Fanduel as well. 7,200. So, there you have that. And then you got Josh Jackson. He's going in. He's going to take, and he's going to make shots. You know what I'm saying? So he gets his shots on 14, 18, 17, 23 attempts. That's pretty good for a 6,200 guy coming in with the second unit and mixes in with the first. So, and we know Josh Jackson got game. But the Sadiq Bays and, everybody else, unfortunately, I just won't be able to get to them. Interesting thing to point out here is the Dennis Smith Jr. and the Say Malik situation. Dennis Smith Jr. has been getting a little bit more minutes than Say Malik, as of last game, I know he did, but he's been pretty kind of productive. He's been kind of productive. So at a cheaper price at $4,900, I don't know if you want to get there. I don't know. It is what it is, though. And then you'll get Say Malik for $4,600. Moving on over to the Memphis and Houston game. Ugly situation for the Houston. Houston, we have a fucking problem. They have no bigs. So Christian Wood is still out. Victor Oladipo will be out. Jared Jackson been out. Grayson Allen is out for this one. And the usual suspects. Okay, let's move it on along. John Wall, he's in a fake decent spot to me. I won't get to him, though. I'm probably not getting to him. I probably won't get to anybody on Houston. I don't know. But I just probably won't get to him. You'll get him for $8,300 though. The usage will be there. If they can hang on, then he's gonna return value. You get him 500 more on FanDuel. At 8,800. Victor Oladipo will be out, so Eric Gordon, you should see some elevated usage, which he's going to take his shots either way it goes. But instead of the 12 and the 14 shots, you might see 18 or close to 20 shots, depending on how he's, how much he's needed in the offense. So 6K, I don't know. Jason Tate, just a low usage player. I won't be able to get to him. Daniel House, he might end up getting a start, something like that. So he's priced up at $5,300, though I just don't know how much upside I can receive off that. And just like I say, PJ Tucker, man, oh God, I don't even want to touch on PJ Tucker, man. Shout out to the group. Shout out to the motherfucking FanDuel group, man. They be going under on his ass. They be getting paid. And it's funny, it's crazy, But moving on over to Memphis side of things, Jonas Valentine, 7,400 on DraftKings, man. What is he on FanDuel? He's in a very, very good spot right here. 7,400 on both sites. There's just a mouse in the house, man. They might have to, they're gonna have to bring out somebody like Patton, but you're going to pat him on his back, you know what I'm saying? Getting the usage, though. We need the usage, we need the usage, you know what I'm saying? 17 shot attempts, oh yeah, that's really nice. Give him 17 against these boys. Yeah, so double-double is definitely not out of the realm of possibilities. He's somebody who does have 60-point upside, 27 and 20 against Toronto. So, it's a mouse in the house, man. Just, it is what it is. Should be a decent cash play. It's John Morant. 7,200. You're going to face some John Wall defense. Okay. Gang-banging John Wall. You're going to face some John Wall defense. It is what it is. Go right on past him. I like to play. I don't know if I'll be able to I'll get to him, but I don't mind to play. And the rest of these guys, the Dylan Brooks, the Kyle Andersons, and everything else, depending on the injury news and everything, how everything shake out, I just have to wait and do a wait and see approach with these guys. One thing I did want to point out is Justice Willow is finally back. He missed last game, so I imagine he'll play this game. So at 3,400 and on FanDuel at let's see, what's his price on FanDuel? Justice Winslow. So injury prone, man. Boy, so injury prone. I ain't looking for him in so long on Fanduel. I don't even know where the fuck he at. I don't even feel like searching for him. I don't even care what he priced. Y'all can figure it out. Anyway, man, the minutes, they might want to ramp him up, man, at 3,400. Hey, you never know, man. Coming in with that second unit, they want him to be great. They want him to be great. So I just had to point that out there. For those of you who don't know, he has been playing the last 2 or 3 games. Golden State and LA Lakers. Okay. Golden State and LA Lakers. LeBron James sporting his Q tag. We know Anthony Davis is out. We know that. Looks like everybody else is a go so far. So, starting off on the Lakers side of things. LeBron James is self-explanatory. You want to play him if you don't. You want to plug him in or not. What else? Kyle Kuzma, he's just a no for me. He's a tournament option, big time tournament option. Montrezl Harrell, interesting play here. He finally got 30 minutes after a long ass time. They ended up pulling it out. They ended up pulling it out in Portland against Portland. So that's a good thing, man. This guy he don't need no 22 minutes, no 23 minutes, no 24 minutes, no 15 minutes, man. You see what he does in 23 minutes? 26 points against Washington, 22 minutes. 16 points and 6 rebounds. Like, why are y'all giving them 20-some minutes? And y'all down AD. Y'all need some wins. Y'all getting smacked. 30 fantasy points. Lakers win, man. 6K. He's in the center spot. You like him. It is what it is. Dennis Schroeder is back. He played his first game back against Portland. 32 minutes, 30 fantasy points, 22 real points. The Lakers really needed this guy. I don't mind to play. He's 5,900 on DraftKings, and on Fanduel he is priced at 5,800. So I don't mind to play. I don't mind to play. I like his matchup. If you're gonna see some Steph Curry defense, let's get it. Not much else I want to speak about the Lakers in this slate. So I keep it moving on over to the Golden State side. And the Golden State side of things, Stephen Curry, Draymond Green, Kelly Oubre, Andrew Wiggins. Those are the usual suspects right there. Those guys are the ones that's going to get the minutes. Shout out to Big Draymond Green. He's back. He's figuring things out. Triple-double against Charlotte last game. He's flirting around with their triple-doubles each and every game. So you'll get him at 7,500 on DraftKings. On FanDuel, you'll get him at 7,800. It's just, it's a pace down spot for. It's my phone going off the fucking chain. It's a pace down spot for the Golden State, but it's a pace up spot for the Lakers. All right, man. Okay. All right. Hey, whoa. Anyway, Kelly Oubre. Kelly Oubre has been more aggressive than Andrew Wiggins, and the minutes is always going to be there for these core guys, 38, 36, 37. So, minutes equal opportunity. The shot attempts has been there, 15, 15. Before these 2 games right here, it's 18, 19, 18. You know what I'm saying? So, Kelly Oubre, he is looking to be aggressive. This is the type of, this is who he is. It's 38, 37, 36 minutes and stuff like that. That's who he is. You know what I'm saying? That's where he needs to be in order for him to be productive. Decent little volume shooter, you know what I'm saying? So, it is what it is. Andrew Wiggins, I wouldn't be surprised if he have a good game any day, but I just can't get to him. For what he does at 6,400, this 29 and this 25 shit, I can get that from I could probably get that from a Justice Winslow. No, I'm just playing, but still, a 3K guy, low mid-range 4K guy, I can get that. So he's a no for me. And Curry's just in play, you know what I'm saying, any given day. Moving on over to Atlanta and Miami. Bam rocking the Q tag. He did play. He was questionable last game against Utah. Trae Young sporting the Q tag. If he don't go, then you can look at somebody like Goodwin or what's the boy name? Rajon Rondo. You know what I'm saying? So it'll be a wonderful value play. But, you know, Miami's been playing good ball. You know what I'm saying? So Clint Capela and Trae Young, you know, Trae Young has been playing awesome, though. If he does play, he's been playing awesome. Outside this last game, he's just been tearing it up. 51, 56, 69, 58, 57. You know what I'm saying? He's flirting around 98K, 9,800 on DraftKings. He's 9,600 on Fanduel. They won't push him up to 10K. You can take advantage of it if you want. It is what it is. Miami, they don't play at a fast pace. There's a slow down pace type of team, but I don't mind this matchup whether it's Gordon or whether it's Dragic or what? Yeah, Dragic or none. Neither one of those guys scare me. So Clint Capela, we know what he does. He's just a robo rebounder, and you know he'll get you a double. Tough matchup against Bam Adebayo though, but 8,400 I probably won't be able to get to him. John Collins, he's priced nicely on both slates. I just don't know. DeAndre Hunter is out, and we know Cam Reddish is doubtful. We need information on Gallinari, so we need to watch out for the news for that. But Kevin Huerter, he's someone who should see the ton of minutes like he's been doing. 35-28 against Boston, but 37, 31, 30. He's priced decent at 5,600. You know, he can give you a few assists, rebounds, and score. So that's something you can look out right there at a decent price tag. And, I just won't be able to get to anybody else. Gallinari can stretch the floor, and he can get hot. So, that's somebody you could probably, trade. I mean, on the Miami side of things, though, Jimmy Butler has been playing awesome. He is up to 9,700 on DraftKings, and on FanDuel he's up to 9,500. He just likes to play this slow ass type of game and like to get the game come to him, which is okay. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, but don't scare us like that. We better props on his ass, all types of shit, man. In the first half, he just going through the first half, just, slowing it up, you know what I'm saying? Man, we need to get it together. But anyway, he been killing it, though. I can't, in fantasy, so I can't complain. Tyler Hero, like I say, got to keep an eye out on him. Duncan Robinson, he's just Mr. I just want to sit there and shoot. Goran Dragic, he played 33 minutes last game, man. They ramped him up. If you think he plays 33 minutes at 5,400 in this pace-up matchup for Miami, man, he's in play. Definitely, man. He's priced. What is his price on FanDuel? Let me see, because I have to check that out. 5,500. He plays anywhere close to 33 minutes again like that, man. But we don't know. We have to take a chance on it. You know what I'm saying? So, that's it. And Bam, like I say, Bam's been playing well. I don't know if I'll get to him, though. He's been playing well. I could just probably be off of Bam, though. Kelly O, he can spark upside at any time. It's just a matter if you want to get to him or not. The minutes has been there for him as of late. He can spark upside, but you just got to guess, man. And I don't like guessing. Moving on over, we got two more games, y'all. Two more games. Phoenix and Minnesota. Malik Beasley, we know he's out for X amount of games. I think, I forgot how many games, but he's suspended, though. 12 games. Yeah, he's suspended 12 games. So you have that. D'Angelo Russell has been out. Dario Saric is questionable for this game, so keep an eye out on that. And let's roll. Karl Anthony Towns, not afraid of no DeAndre Ayton defense, but Phoenix has been playing great defense as a whole. I don't know where the fuck the shit came from. Don't ask me. They added somebody like Jay Crowder and Chris Paul, so I guess they'll tighten up a few screws. But anyway, Karl Anthony Towns at 10K, I probably just won't get there, man. Like I say, his usage, he's been productive, and something to keep in mind. He's producing in each and every category. Points, rebounds, and assists. You know what I'm saying? So he's definitely trying to get it together, and that's a good thing, especially for props and things like that, so you know where you stand. Anthony Edwards, the number one pick, he's in the absence of Malik Beasley, he's going to have to step up, which he has stepped up in the last 8-9 games, with his shot attempts. But we're going to need him to make some more. You know what I'm saying? He's going to need to be ultra efficient going forward. I know he's happy about the situation deep down inside. You know what I'm saying? So his shot value can go up. But Jared Vanderbilt, he's someone I don't mind to play here. He just contributes in each and every category: 11, 12, 2 to blocks and some steals. He's a good fantasy point per minute type of guy. 23 minutes, 33 fantasy points. He could, but the minute situation is really up and down. It's hard to trust these coaches. But if he gets the starts, I'm in on him. So I had him last game. Nas Reed is a no for me. McLaughlin, he has been playing. He outside of these last 2 games, he has damn near been playing better than Rubio. So he could come in. This is a guy who could really pass the ball. Nice backup point guard, man. Nice backup point guard. Like I say, outside of these last 2 games, but he's dropping down 6'6", 7'7", 4'4", 7. Coming in behind Rubio. One day he might end up getting a start one day, depending on what they do with D'Angelo Russell. I forgot about Russell. Noel, if I'm mistaken, didn't he step in and get the start yesterday? Don't quote me on that, but I think he stepped in and got the start. So he played 26 minutes against Washington. You know that it's a fast-paced team, so there's plenty of fancy points to be handed out. So he took 9 shot attempts, 30 fancy points in 26 minutes. I don't know if I'll be able to get there. Same thing as Koji. Koji did get the start last game. He played 29 minutes, so he went. His minutes got ramped up in the absence of Malik Beasley. So these are things we need to put a grasp on. We need to nail this situation down pretty quickly as well, because it can help you in tournaments. And Jerry Kofa also played 15 minutes too. So and he's just coming back. So he's been out since January 25th. And it's just, I can't get to, I just want to touch on that. I can't get to nobody else, you know what I'm saying? But in the event that these guys keep it close, Devin Booker, he's been trying, man. These last 2 games, I like those shot attempts. I wish I could see that every game. He just needs to make them. The peripherals haven't been there, the rebounds and stuff like that. But, dang, man. My boy Booker, man. He shouldn't be AK either. What's his price on Fanduel? 7,700, 74, 7,500, that would be nice. But anyway, Chris Paul is the one who's been smashing it. So he contributes at a higher clip in the peripherals category than Devin Booker. 15 assists, 10 assists, 9 assists, 16 assists. He had 19 assists, so a few rebounds here and there, and he's been getting buckets, 50-50, 20-29, 56-48 fancy points. I mean, he's just self-explanatory. Great matchup. This is, it's iffy with him, though. He might come out and don't want to be aggressive offensively and just drop dimes, depending on the matchup. So, DeAndre Ayton is a big-time rebounder, man. 22 points against my Bulls. 22 points against my Bulls. He's a pretty decent double-double guy when given the opportunity. You might be able to get a double-double against Towns if he can stay out of foul trouble. And, but I probably won't be able to get to him. I got other centers and things like that on my mind. And, the rest of the guys on that, I just won't get to them. Moving over to the last game on the slate, Charlotte and Sacramento. And Sacramento has one of the worst defenses in the league. Now, Gordon Hayward sporting a Q tag. It says probable. We know Halliburton is out and Devontae Graham is out. Hassan Whiteside is out. And keep an eye out for Cody Zeller. He is questionable. So, it's a lot to look at. One of the twins are out. Caleb Martin is out. So, it's a lot to look at over here. But one thing I know is, this is a very good spot for Charlotte. So guys like LaMelo Ball, Terry Rozier, Gordon Hayward, if these guys, these guys are in a great spot. Like I said, this is like one of the worst, if not the worst defenses in the league. So I don't mind neither one of those guys. You know what I'm saying? PJ Washington, PJ Washington had an awesome game last game. I think he started at center. So we got to keep an eye out on that situation too, because if Cody Zeller doesn't go this game, we got to keep an eye on the situation, because they might start Bismack Biyombo, and if Bismack Biyombo don't start, then PJ Washington will start at the center, and then somebody like Cody Martin will start or something like that. So that's something we need to keep an eye out on. But I love everything about this game on the Charlotte side. Now on Sacramento side of thing, De'Aaron Fox has been balling. He's been balling out of control. 47-52. So I like his matchup too. You know what I'm saying? I like his matchup. The usage has been there, 18, 21 shots. You know what I'm saying? So that's nothing we got to worry about. He's the flow general. He's going to have the ball in his hand all the time. So, you know what I'm saying? He's got the opportunities to do things. You know what I'm saying? So that's fantasy points upside in a nutshell. Rashawn Holmes, he's somebody that can give you a double-double in a hurry and can score over 10 points, you know what I'm saying, given the matchup. And the matchup is pretty good, you know what I'm saying. Charlotte is not all that at the center position, so I don't mind some Holmes, you know what I'm saying. Biyombo is probably the best defensive center that they have in Charlotte. Harrison Barnes, the minutes, he's going to always play 39, 1,500 minutes, 40, 36, 37, 28, 29. So you can get them 40 fantasy points from his ass, and then you can get them 17s. It's just, which Barnes are you going to see? He's up and down. For 6,500, I don't, it is what it is. Given the injury situation, he's definitely in play, and the minutes should be solidified. So he's 6,500 on both sites. Marvin Bagley is another guy whose minutes is up and down. 28, 23, 30, 29, 35, 24, 24, 29, 21, 18, 19, 22. What the fuck? I just don't understand, man. Get a man his minutes. Get a man his minutes, man. Get a man his minutes. Buddy Hield, Mr. I just want to shoot threes. That's what he's going to do. He's going to shoot that three. You know what I'm saying? So, that's about it for this slate, man. Miles Bridges and Bill Lisa, keep an eye out on them guys, because they would benefit with the injury situation. So if you guys like this video, you like and subscribe. Keep up with your Twitter. My social media links will be in the description. Prize Picks. I forgot to touch on Prize Picks. I might come back with a sports betting video and touch on Prize Picks, but I got a promo code, and they will match your deposit up to $50. Up to $100. Decent DFS site. You're picking the over-unders. If you can't get on the sports books, it's something that you might want to try. That being said, I'm out of here.